Hi everybody, it's Sheila from Designs by Babymoon, and today I want to show you a little cool thing that you can do on this design called I'm Grandma's Favorite. This is super fun if you want to make these for your grandkids, but you have to promise me if you make these that you're going to make them for all of your grandkids and not just one. That's just a little personal exhortation from me as a future grandmother to all my other friends that are grandmothers, that you don't leave any of your other grandkids out. So I know you wouldn't do that. But let me show you what you can do. So maybe your grandkids don't call you grandma. Maybe they call you Oma, or they call you Abby, or they call you something else that's cute and that's unique to your family. I'm going to show you how you can use Embrilliance Essentials with your own VX embroidery fonts that you've gathered from wherever else you gather fonts from. How you can just change this to personalize it so it comes straight from you to your grandkids. So let's hop over to my embroidery software, and I've got this design already loaded up. So here's the I'm Grandma's Favorite embroidery design, just like I would open it up in my software. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me grab the PES version. So let's open. I started making a whole bunch, and I thought, you know what? I should just show you how to do it because this is super easy. And anybody that has embroidery software can do this. So if you use Embrilliance, it's actually really easy, and let me show you how easy it is. So we've got the design loaded up here on our screen. Over here in the object window, I can expand this, and you can see that we've got several steps. First is the placement stitch that you run on your stabilizer to show you where you're going to lay your vinyl down on the front and back. The second is the word grandma's. The third is the word favorite. The fourth is the word I'm, and then the fifth is the little heart. The sixth is where you would, before you run this step, you would put another piece of vinyl on the back of your hoops to cover up the back of the stitching and to seal it in and make it a nice finished product. So all we're going to do here is we're going to change grandma's to anything else. I did this file with these different colors, so you can change any of these. So, you know, I mean, you could take all of these out and just use the shape if you wanted. So it's fine with me to totally customize it, as long as you don't resell the design with the shape that I've created in it. That's the only thing. But if you need to change the wording, or if you like other fonts that you have already and you want to change that, go for it. Totally cool with that. Just don't resell the file. But you can make these with other people's names on them, and you know, you could put your name, like, you know, if your name is Nancy, you could say I'm Nancy's favorite. Well, go for it. I think that's a great idea. But let me just show you how to do that. Whatever you want to do, let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to just highlight the word grandma right here. I've clicked on it with my mouse. You can see in my object tree that it is the one that's selected. And I'm just going to hit my delete button. Grandma's is gone. Let's add a name in there. Now in Embrilliance, you have this cute little letter A at the top. When I leave my mouse hovered over it, it says create letters to create a lettering design. So I'm going to click that. Now I've got a lot of embroidery fonts or embroidery alphabets loaded into my version of Embrilliance, so they're going to come up. And I've gotten designs from all over the internet. Some of the places that I like the best are Designs by JuJu. She has beautiful fonts, and so does Stitchtopia. Also Itch to Stitch. Those are just a few of the places that you can get BX fonts from Embrilliance that would work in here. I like to use a font that's about an inch or 3/4 of an inch, maybe even a 1/2 inch, depending on how you want to stretch it up or stretch it down. But if you stick with about 3/4 of an inch, most of those will fit in most of my designs, because that's the size I digitized to for personalized files. So what comes up first in Embrilliance is the block font, and you can see that it's populated with the letters ABC. And if you look down here on the right side of your screen under the object tree, you have a Properties tab. This Properties tab, when I have those letters highlighted, shows you what is happening with the letters. This is just the basic font that comes when you get Embrilliance and you have nothing else. So you can totally use that font. Type in your name. So let's just go with the word Nancy. And you know what? We can put the apostrophe S in there. I'm Nancy's, and there it pops right up for you. So I'm Nancy's favorite. You would grab this little handle, spin it around a little bit. We need to adjust the size just a bit so it fits right there. And now you got Nancy's favorite. I would close up the space a little bit, and you probably want to do that when it's completely horizontal so that you don't get anything skewed, but you can put those letters closer together, stretch it, make it just a little bit bigger, spin it back around, put it in place, and there you go. The only thing that you would need to do is you would need to take the letters Nancy's over here, and then you would scoot them up somewhere so they go between any of these other steps. It's as long as they're between the first outline and the last outline, it doesn't matter where they are. Just make note of that when you're picking your colors and you want those to be different colors. You can make them all the same color. Either way, they're different colors on this file so that your machine has a color stop so it knows to stop there, and that's really the only reason why. So you're free to do it all in the same color if you'd like to. So let's change it to, maybe it's not Nancy, maybe your name is Oma, and you would just type in Oma's with the apostrophe S in here and hit enter. If you don't like this block font that comes with Embrilliance, or if you don't want to use that here, you can pick another font from some of the other fonts that you've added to your Embrilliance. And Embrilliance has a really great little tutorial on how to do that. I'm just going to pick a fun little font, not that one. Let's pick something that's a little bit, that's fun. We'll pick that one for Oma's. And you can see here, just by typing it into that little box, when you get the lettering, you don't really have to do anything else. You can just leave it here and then keep going. You can add a different name if you wanted to save that one to your machine, and then come back here to the design file on your computer and change the name. Maybe it's Oma, maybe it's Grammy that you're called. You just type that in and you would simply adjust your spacing. It's best to adjust the spacing when it's on the horizontal, otherwise it does weird things in the program. But you can just move the slider and get that over there, and then you can adjust individual things. I actually like my apostrophes to go that way. I'm not sure why that one is like that in that font, but it's just the characteristics of the font. So let's pick a different font and see if we can get a different look. See, there's just all kinds of little things that you can do. This is another one where I think it's funny that those apostrophes are going that way. So you have a lot of control over your designs with Embrilliance, but you can see how you would just shrink. We need to shrink that just a little bit, and then we can spin it around and put it in place. And you'll see as you play with it more, you know, what you need to do to get it to fit right. But that's a super fun and fast, easy way to personalize these so that you can make yours so that it fits what your family calls you. I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments. If there is a different way that you'd like this to be, you can change this to Grammy, you can change it to Grandpa. There's several variations already on the website, so if you already have one, you're free to change it to anything else you'd like. But let me know if you have something particular you'd want me to do to it to make it, you know, special for your family. If you don't have software, I'm open to do that, and I'll set it up on the website for you. So I hope that was helpful, and we'll talk to you later. Enjoy making these for your grandkids, but make sure to make them for everybody. All right, thanks for watching.